Bow before your king. Bow, you shits.
Alright. Okay, I guess I could start off with Bitcoin. Alright, so for Bitcoin, there's a lot of still sideways movement. Coming on the 1 hour. And to be honest, it's kind of good. You know, it's kind of good for Bitcoin. The fact that we kind of having this pullback now is probably better than nothing. Of course, you know, a couple days ago I did this makeshift chart on what might happen. You know what? It's pretty good that it stayed its course to what I wanted. Obviously, I started here when I made this area. When I made this chart at this price at $4,000. But of course, you know, it went down, price rejected, and this is no longer applicable. Okay. So let's get rid of these. I'm just gonna focus what we have now. Alright, and these times it's probably just it's good to use something called Bollinger Bands. There's less sideways movement, cloud. May not be as useful here in these situations. But yeah, let's go on with what I think first. So first off, this is Bitstamp. Right now for Bitcoin, on the 1 hour cloud, we're currently sitting on the 200 EMA. We actually fell off the 50 EMA right here, the exponential moving day average, and we're going under like 3.9k US dollar. In my opinion, it's okay for now. It's not that bad. You know, now I'm just gonna kind of get worried that we have this lower low here. I mean lower high. We're gonna definitely retest that, but if we ended up failing, we will retest the 3.84. Movement here. So it's about like $10 difference, and if you fail that, obviously we'll go down lower, right, to like 3.8 flat, and of course lower from there. Because this is a green cloud, we do have some buy support incoming, and that's pretty damn good in my opinion. So if we do end up crashing into this cloud, we'll probably have some buy support, but if we don't have enough, we'll just crash down to back to 3.5k, to be honest. In terms of stock hour side in the 1 hour, we're currently oversold. I think we're gonna keep going that way for a little while until we see a nice little bullish divergence here. Alright, it could probably happen a couple hours from now, who knows? But let's check the 4-hour. In terms of the 4-hour, we're currently hitting the cloud right now. There's a lot of sell pressure. Of course, you know, as soon as we're in the cloud, I don't recommend trading it whatsoever. This is just a wait and see period. In terms of what the cloud is right now, we did fail breaking out of 4.1k US dollar, and because of that, we end up going down to retest supports. At the moment, I feel like we're respecting the cloud. At the moment, there's too much sell pressure around these areas, and because of that, I really don't want to say this, but we might retest 3.6k, and that's what I really don't want to see happen. I really want to see it go up, but you know what? If it can't, it can't, right? Earlier today, we did see hold on, 6k. So yeah, that would be a good support, $3.6k. It's not bad, right? But let's zoom out a little bit more, see what we can get. Damn. Man, that's a nice descending triangle. I really wish I didn't see that. Because it's unable to break the previous high, I do feel like heading back down to 3.6k is a more likely figure. Damn. Damn. Alright. Great, I'm stuck. So we're hitting that. That's actually my opinion, you know, because we were unable to break. That's actually kind of bad for us. So whether or not to short, I have no idea. I probably still give it a couple more days, see what happens. But it is respecting the cloud very much so. In terms of the FUD that's going around, it's probably going to happen. You see a lot of charts nowadays saying that we are going to go down. So you never know. In terms of RSI, we're kind of quite average at 55. Stock RSI is 37. I don't see us going up for a while. You know, it's probably like another couple of days before we actually see any movement upwards. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Bitcoin right now. Let's go check the daily. In terms of daily, the descending triangle is more prominent right here. It is a green cloud. That's nice, but you know, it's just what I see here is like it's unable to break the previous highs. So in terms of what the cloud has to offer, it ended up failing this Tenkin. It ended up failing the conversion line. My bad. And of course, you know, when I say Tenkin, here's what I mean. Right? The conversion line is obviously the blue. That's Tenkin, that's conversion line. And baseline is the Kujin. And that's the red line you see here. Kind of like a brownish. And that what basically means is we're probably going to retest 3.6k. And in my opinion, that's kind of good, but that means we probably might just dump down again. So just keep an eye on Bitcoin for the next couple of days. It's probably a good idea not to trade, but that's just me. I just say that because it's Bitcoin, right? Like when Bitcoin is like really like on its edge, I would not even bother trading like altcoins or like really any other like coins similar to that. I mean, like Ethereum's nice, but the only reason, oops, sorry, I'll just go back to Ethereum real quick. Regarding Ethereum is like the reason why it pumped like $50 that one day is because, you know, the news about Metropolis, you know. So when Metropolis was announced, that was going to be like a testnet on Monday, which is yesterday. It pumped up like $50. You know what? That's really good. Right. You know, and just people just bought the news and just pumped it and then dumped it right afterwards. See, Zcash verified. So that's basically like privacy coins like Zcash, Monero, and the like. And yeah, it's really good. But everything's still correlated to Bitcoin, my opinion. Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum, Litecoin goes down. Bitcoin goes down, who knows what happens to the altcoin market. I doubt they'll go up. Some of them are still correlated to Bitcoin pretty badly. Yeah, I mean, there's still China FUD going around saying that they might ban like mining in general, which I don't believe is really going to happen. I think they're just putting pressure on people like Jihan Wu, and the other Chinese miners out there. But yeah, we still have this nice descending triangle that we see here on the 4-hour time frame for Ethereum. It is following the cloud downward like Bitcoin. Unfortunately, like everything else, everything just rests on Bitcoin right now. We do have this nice support. I do have a long on Ethereum, so that's why I had to keep an eye on it. Pretty much if it drops like under 80, under 79, $279, I'm just gonna close my long. And I'm just gonna profit take. Screw it, I'm not even gonna touch the market. I'll just be in fiat for the rest of the week. But of course, you know, it doesn't get hit as hard as, you know, Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin loses like $200. You know, you're screwed. Ethereum, you know, it loses only like $2, $4, and $10 at most when Bitcoin does anything. So yeah. So possible scenarios. We do have this nice descending triangle. Pretty much the support level is at 277. 200-day moving exponential moving average also agrees around there as well. If we do fall, I do see us going down to 265. That's the first, or really second support level right there. But we will reattempt at the Kujin right here at $274. I will stand right there. All right, I'll be posting these on our Discord. That'll be pretty nice, so people get a general idea of what I think will happen with Ethereum. This is the 1 hour, so let's go check the 4-hour and see what I think. But first, let's go check MACD showing. Come on, huh? Right. In terms of MACD, we do see a bearish crossover right here, and that's not looking pretty good. We can't really try go bullish again for a while. So let's go check the 4-hour. In terms of the 4-hour, we're like Bitcoin. We're actually following the cloud quite nicely, right? We're gonna retest some support levels at basically $268. $70, and of course down and downer. If we do fall down, like the worst case scenario, in my opinion, we'll probably hit $254 US for Ethereum. Of course, it doesn't help that most people in TA right now are just saying it's bearish. People like these guys. It's downwards. People of course say it's Elliott waves. I don't understand Elliott waves, so I don't bother with it. But there it is, descending triangle. Higher probability of it going down. We are retesting support levels right now. Be careful. On the 12, okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the weekly for Ethereum. This is where it kind of gets kind of scary. Where this is an M formation, right? It's almost a perfect M formation. Nice little double top. Nice little cat ears you see here. If anything else, like if we end up falling down, this is pretty bad. We could fall down pretty like insanely bad because of this. Support level would be like $200 US. Right here, it's perfect right there in the Kujin on the weekly. 200. Damn. And then of course the lowest that we went on Kraken on the weekly was $135. That was the worst drop we've seen in a while. And hopefully we don't go back to that. We failed 130. If we fail that 135 US dollar, man, we're donezo, man. Like we can go potentially like way worse here. So let's put it right there. We can retest $100. Jesus, like that's so bad. Like we could literally legitly just retest $100 if we fail 136. So keep an eye on the weekly for Ethereum. Even though, and I believe Vitalik said Metropolis should be coming around October, so that might help pump the news. But yeah. Of course, be careful with your investments on that one. But let's go check. On 4 hour, support, of course, going back to this, is at 277. The first resistance we see here is basically $300, 294. So we kind of need to beat that in order to break out of this descending triangle. But yeah, let's go Litecoin. Litecoin, in my opinion, is pretty bad. We are going sideways inside bars all around. Tight, very tight support and resistance levels right here. The first current one, those here is around $55. Currently, right now, it's $53, and we are dropping. Well, not really, not as bad, but I probably wouldn't buy any Litecoin until it hits like 50 flat, or anything under $50. It's fine. This support line you see here is at $51 US on the 4 hour. Of course, everything's being so correlated to Bitcoin. If it falls down, Litecoin falls down too, right? It was completely unable to break $60 US at 58. So keep an eye on Litecoin. If you hold any, it's very, I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much, the only reason if Bitcoin were to pump up now, it's only mostly due to fundamentals. I doubt like TA will help pump it up. It did. You know what? I take that back. It did help pump it up, but like that's only with traders, right? In terms of like normies and like regular people who like don't have time to waste their like life watching charts day to day. They need more than just China FUD, alright, to bring it up. They need something like, I don't know, Satoshi Nakamoto coming back from the grave or something. So you see here I'm using Bollinger Bands, and I do that because it's mostly a sideways movement. When the sideways movement, you can't really use the what do you call it? The Ichimoku clock to its fullest potential. It usually works better with trends. And right now you see the Bollinger Bands are actually quite tightening up around the price levels right here, right? See right here and right here. You know, and that's really good. You know, we're gonna see some as they tighten up. You will see that, you know, something will happen. Something good might be bad. Something good or something bad. Yeah. But yeah, that's usually the only three coins I'm looking at right now. Just Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. In terms of China, like the price is actually going up. All right. Bitcoin in China is actually going up while like Bitcoin in America is kind of stagnating a little bit, just kind of hanging around. So we'll see in a couple hours where if China follows suit. This is the OKCoin exchange, by the way. So if Chinese yuan follows suit and falls under the cloud, you know, that's pretty much bad news, I think. Like, if Bitcoin in China just stays above 20, currently right now it's 23, right? I think we're solid. Of course, but most people don't trade the yuan on Bitcoin, so I am definitely going to keep a good eye on Chinese yuan and Bitcoin. There's a couple coins that people are looking at right now, which is like Neo and Strat, and like MCO. Personally, I don't like MCO, but I might as well take a look while I'm here. I haven't done a stream in a long time, mostly because I've been watching and just talking in chat. But yeah. Let's go. In terms of Neo, what's happening with Neo is we do it like people, you know, who are worried about Neo, just hold on, right? If you bought the low, you're completely fine. You know, the only thing that's bad with Neo is actually quite volatile, in my opinion. Like, it'll go up to like these 16% swings or like 5-10% swings. It's like, it's nerve-wracking, you know? And at the moment, it's currently following the 4-hour cloud. One good example is this trend right here. It's unable to like break through whatsoever. It keeps trying and reattempting over and over, but just keeps failing. You know, that in my opinion is a good indication where this price will be. So if the 4-hour cloud were to tell truth, they'll just pretty much go sideways for like a long time until something good happens. Pretty much everything's waiting hand and foot on China. I know people don't like it, but that's just the reality of it. You know, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you can pretty much say like this is one big massive descending triangle as well. But you know, anything can happen. No, just looks weird. 4-hour stock RSI is pointing upwards. We might see another pump real soon. It is respecting this Tenkin level right here. Pretty nicely, so probably go back to 52. Currently right now it's 51. MACD still bearish looking, hasn't crossed over yet. Term is 24-hour. We're pretty much under the cloud. Alright. Hello?
Hey man,
Hey, Pizza. How you been, man?
how you check the Ripple daily?
Oh, dude. You really wanted me to check Ripple?
Check the Ripple daily.
Alright, I'll take a look at Ripple. Why, is something wrong with Ripple? Oh, yeah,
What
just...
here? I'm gonna share you something. I sent you a screen.
Where'd you send it?
Sent you a screen. I sent you a screen on your private DM.
Ah, there it is. Right, so explain to me what this chart's all about. Just your chart.
Yeah, I think if it pulls back around you know, if there's another pullback or breakout, I think that's actually a good buy. I don't like Ripple, I don't endorse Ripple, but as far as profits go, you know, can actually prove to go up.
So yeah, I agree. You know, this nice little historical pattern that we see here. I think we should be able to buy at a lower price, in my opinion. Yeah, a good eye. Pizza. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me get rid of that cloud. But yeah.
Oh, some people have been saying that there's a rising wedge on Bitcoin, but
Yeah.
I think it's just a channel, not actually a wedge.
Yeah. I mean, I like it too. I like the idea of it, but like, come on, guys. It's yeah, like it was affected by the news, so you know, like I don't know. But yeah, I do see it. I do see the rising wedge. I think I was talking about it earlier before some people told me to fuck off.
The fuck? I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know. I mean, you gotta take this with a grain of salt with most people, you know. But yeah, you're right. I see it the same thing in my chart right here for Ripple. I think a really good buy is probably around 3.5.
Yeah, I know.
The
Jesus.
3.5 satoshis. I mean 3.5k. You know, that's pretty damn good. You know, October's coming around. They do have that conference with the guy who made the World Wide Web on October 16,
Yep.
17. So I don't know. It's a conference. It's not really like development like update. So it could be just something like Golem, where it's just completely disappointing every single time, where they just
Oh,
where
don't
they
even talk about Golem. Jesus.
where it's kind of like Golem. Every single time there's a conference, like the price just dumps every single time. Like,
Yeah, it's different from everything else.
like it could be something
Every
like
time they talk, it's like prepare to sell.
you know, like even with Ripple, like when they did the little announcements on their Twitter, like 3, 2, 1 days left. They
Yep.
just it was just like, oh, we're announcing there's announcement of like an interview with this guy on the 16th. Like, wow.
Yeah, but that actually just tells me that people were itching for a reason to buy Ripple, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's just a shitty coin, but you wanna, you know, that 100% gain and shit, so they're gonna be FOMO again. If the price starts rallying up, I'm just gonna be waiting if there's, you know, people who are gonna place high volume buys on these levels, and if I see people hoarding it, I'm just gonna go in.
I don't see like Ripple being like 50 cents or like $1 anytime soon. Maybe like in a year or two. But not now. I feel like this price should be cheaper, dude.
Yeah, for sure, especially with Bitcoin moving, but yeah. I don't feel comfortable investing on coins with lower market cap. I'm just sticking to the top coins. When Bitcoin is moving, everything dumps, so it's not even worth keeping anything.
So yeah, that's Ripple. First, you know what's a real shit coin? Status. Status just keeps dropping and dropping, dude.
Oh yeah,
God,
yeah.
like I feel sorry for the people who bought it or like who keep shilling it. It's like, dude, come on. Like if you see like the roadmap, they're not even like they're not. They have something happening in like around like November, December, or like early in next year. But there's no reason to buy it now, unless you're like really waiting for this coin to like. If you're like a long-term holder, fine. If you're investing, fine. But like if you're a trader, like come on, like your money could be like made better somewhere else right now. Like it's gonna go test like 500 satoshis again. It's horrible. The price can go down. It can fuck off. whatever
Do you
shield.
think the daily on Bitcoin asks for more drop or consolidation?
To be honest, I want to just consolidate. You know, like if it stays under 4K for another like couple of days, that's fine. But like I do see it like a descending triangle here. I'll post it in general chat right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the stock RSI, the RSI, and the MACD, also the AI indicator, all gave a buy signal
Oh yeah, you use the
on the
TD
daily.
sequential.
Also, no.
Oh yeah, keep going, going.
Also, the Kijun bounced, and the cloud gave a strong, very strong support. And it was supported by the 100 MA and the cloud at the same time, and that it straight up pierced, the Kijun. It was like, yo, hold me, and just went way up.
Oh
It
yeah,
just tells me even if it drops, I don't see it dropping to 3K. It might drop to 3.2K because that's the next fib line that's gonna support it and move up from there. That was my prediction actually. If it starts dropping, but it doesn't seem to do that.
I think like if it does go down, it will just test like 3.6 or like 3.8 flat. Yeah,
Oh, really? That much?
I
You
mean,
don't see it dropping more?
I mean, in terms of what I posted in general, that's just what I see. You can see it right there. Um, like I don't see it testing
Oh,
like 3K again.
yeah.
That's
35.67 is when there's the 50% retracement fib. But yeah, I can see it. I can see it being supported because that's the bottom of the cloud and the fib. Yeah, but
so,
honestly, it depends the next big buy because the buys during this period, the past days have been really low volume. I mean, there have been no margin trading. There's been only real trading. When
yeah.
the big market investors, the fucking institutional investors, start moving the market with like 1,000 Bitcoin short or long, that's when the price will be decided.
Yeah, so I just see a lot of sideways movement for now. I mean, I really hope we don't go down. I'll suck ass. But yeah, that's just that's Bitcoin in my opinion. Like it just needs to break out of this channel, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, this bear trend.
Yeah. I mean, like I have a long in Ethereum right now, and I really kind of want to close it, but it hasn't fallen through the support yet. It hasn't broken through. So that's why I'm still holding.
Oh, yeah, if you have a stop loss and a take profit, you don't even think about that.
Oh no, Kraken doesn't have a stop loss anymore. Remember they disabled it.
Really, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why, dude. That's why you lose sleep over this shit. It's so annoying.
Ah, man, you got to move to a broker. You're good at trading. I mean, you should move to a broker that offers like 50x and shit, and you can cancel stop loss and shit.
But I just don't know which. I think there's a couple brokers in America that accept like Ethereum or whatever, but I'm not so sure. I think I have to do a lot of paperwork just to do that, deal with that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to go to bed. I saw you streaming. I was like,
I give
some
your
valuable
pizza insight. It's good to have someone talking to me with this.
insight. No. But yeah, I pretty much agree. I mean, like this kind of a consolidation period. I mean, yeah, we call it consolidation even though it's going $100, $200 up and down because crypto is fucked up. But yeah,
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, like with these altcoins, like it's everything just way too risky to trade with. Like Bitcoin goes down, like
altcoins is like playing leverage, like fucking playing leverage, same shit.
yeah. I mean, usually like you get lucky with these 60% like random pumps with some coins, but like, is it really worth the risk when Bitcoin is like going down? Doesn't mean like all coins are going up. Like if I go in my trading view watch list, like majority of these coins are in the negatives.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The only ones that come out right now are just like random pump and dumps that we see here right now. unless they come out with
Even coins like OMG that have strong backing, even those coins cannot hold when Bitcoin is going down. Even
yeah.
Ethereum and Litecoin and shit is getting fucked when Bitcoin is going down. Other coins are just a gamble.
Yeah, so that's why I just like when it's like a bear trend, I just watch Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Like everything else is just pump and dumps to me. It's way too risky, and plus like even if everything does go down, you could still trade into you could go into fiat like US dollar, not tether, just fiat, and just buy the dips on like Ethereum or like Litecoin or whatever. Just buy the dip, really.
Oh yeah, if your goal is to make more dollars, not more Bitcoin, you should always take profits as often as possible. Even if you miss, like Bitcoin goes from 3K to 2K and back to 4K, you can still buy into 4K and get more, return.
Yeah.
Should not rush it. But Bitcoin falling down lowers the dollar value of every
So
fucking
yeah,
coin.
people are just like way too greedy, and they just want that quick 15-30% like every single day, and like that's too much work, and it's probably not even worth your time and the risk when everything else is going to shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of young investors like 16, 18
Oh,
year old.
dude, yeah, that's crazy. And, like they don't know how to trade, or like how the market really works. So,
Oh no, just Twitter, all these dudes said
oh
this
yeah,
coin is gonna
Twitter,
pump,
the Twitter
you know?
shows.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, even real life friends, being like, yo, this dude predicted every fucking look, 10 coins in a row, 100x, he predicted. Yeah, but that's not actually real.
Yeah,
In
those are like
hindsight, everybody can predict.
temporary.
No, hindsight, like they post hindsight shit.
Bow before your king. Bow, you shits.
Thanks for the follow. Yeah, every chart's the same. I mean, like Fang said in my chat said every chart's the same. Yes, that's true because Bitcoin, everything is still tied to Bitcoin. Like you could say Ripple, oh, you could buy Ripple with US dollar, but every when the most of the volume comes from Bitcoin, it follows it. So um, yeah.
Yeah, it's different from the real market because real market you have pairs, right? But here every fucking thing is connected to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin falls, every fucking Bitcoin pair just suffers loss.
Yeah. So is it worth it to trade right now? Probably not. Right now, this is just a waiting period, sideways movement on Bitcoin. There's a lot of FUD that is going around, so yeah, that's just my opinion. Just keep a close eye like every day. If you have stop losses, it'll probably trigger anyways. You never know. We pretty much need another good piece of good news from regarding the whole regarding Bitcoin before we move forward, but everyone's too scared. Everyone still thinks China rules the world, and they kind of do sometimes. Yeah, the pizza. You saw the FUD, right? Like they might ban mining. Like, why would they ever ban
Now,
mining?
that doesn't actually matter because the blockchain will still generate the same amount of coins because the hash rate will fall, and the other people would just mine more Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Like
and
if they ban Bitcoin, they're just gonna suffer because they're gonna lose access to the newest technology, which is blockchain. They're just gonna. That's a bad economical fucking move. I think there's smart people in the cabinet that advise, the government and shit. They're gonna advise against it. I'm pretty sure of it.
yeah, on top of that, they'll lose their advantage on their say mining, because the reason why we have a lot of the Bitcoin drama we have now is because of the miners. So if they really ban mining, they're giving up that advantage for control. So if anything else, they're just gonna pressure like Jihan Wu to follow the rules, really, than just banning it outright. I feel like the people who are doing it illegally are obviously gonna get hurt, but the ones that doing it kind of legit, like Jihan Wu, they're gonna survive. But they're just gonna have more oversight. They're just gonna watch it, keep like a close eye. Okay.
Just remember, they tried to do the same shit with the internet when it started booming.
Mm.
Started forcing legislations and shit.
Yeah.
And the internet is here where we are right now. It
And
doesn't care. New technology when it's reliable, when it's easy to use and shit, it's always gonna take over. It's always like it's the rule. If you have shit invested, you don't even need to trade all these $100 dips and shit. Just trade the big movements and you will be golden in the long term.
Yeah, I agree.
Because just think, something that blows my mind. At the start of this year, Bitcoin was $600. Just think about that shit, $600, and people said it was too expensive to buy. Start of this year, not 10 years ago, fucking this year. That's just mind blowing. It's like,
Oh yeah, with everything else that's going on, yeah, I completely agree. It's like, 600 now. Now I hit the high of like 5K. Wow, that's pretty much the best, the best type of news you can get. But crypto time, people forget in like a month or a week. They just forget everything.
yeah, I know. Also, by the way, aren't the the demark indicators supposed to be used alone, like only them,
By
nothing else?
itself, yeah, technically,
Yeah,
yeah.
just by the TD trend lines and shit, nothing else. Ignore
Yeah,
everything.
the sequential.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our favorite guy, ain't no horror. He uses it with a combination of things, which is fine. It's whatever. It's even though like it's easier to see without everything, without the mess. So if I take everything off on Ethereum, it's easier to see. But
Oh,
I'm
because
just so used to cloud. I just keep it on, to be honest.
oh yeah, I use the G Cloud for the higher time frames, but the TD sequential, I don't know how to use it. I don't know.
I'm not
I thought it
experiencing it
was
either.
simple. When you see a nine, on the top you sell. When you see a nine on the bottom, you buy. But sometimes that's not the case. And apparently there's setups and shit, but I never got into it.
I still have to read up on it, but so far it is quite like legit. The bar would be bright red, and that would indicate like the 9 right here on the 24-hour on Ethereum. It hit like 370, and it ended up dumping. And this bright green here at the 9, right 9, a red 9 that indicates a long, and that's what people long on, and you would have gotten like a 16% gain if you saw it at the high. So it is kind of hard. It is probably best used when it's like a higher time frame, like 12 to 24 hours or weekly. Uh, yeah, it is what it is. Maybe on a 3-day it looks even nicer on a 3-day candle, but perfect.
Oh, Bitcoin had a 9 apparently on the daily chart.
Really? Let me go check that out.
Yeah, on the bottom. And it hit the 61.8% fib as well.
God damn.
So
I don't know. Maybe
and
this indicator is not bullshit after all.
I don't know. I'm not meaning that it's bullshit, but I've seen, if you scroll back like some time ago and you see a lot of nines, you will see a lot of nines that if you did a trade, you would have lost.
Oh yeah, I
And
completely
it's
agree. I
it's
see it
like
right now.
some some indicators that are based on MACD crossing. Every time MACD crosses, they give you buy or sell signal.
Yeah.
Some of them are fake, some of them are bad. But in the long run, you will make money, but they're not 100% reliable. I mean, they're not as reliable.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just common sense. Just don't be completely like, don't agree with everything the indicators tell you. Could be just a complete fake out. Right?
Yeah, but also on the daily chart on Bitcoin, the MACD and the RSI and the stock RSI and the AO, like I said, I don't know, the buys happen so fast that it's actually trying to turn bullish, and the cloud also getting fatter. Those are actually good signs that you have strong support, and so that's my reasoning why it's not gonna go below 3K, but everything can change, of course.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go under 3K either, because that would be just, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't justify it, to be honest. But, like why would it go down? Maybe like if the Chinese do something with cycle 2x again, because they're saying like, oh, they're on Twitter. You see like the Nell2x like tag on their names, and you know what? That's kind of cool.
Oh.
You see it.
Yeah, but then yeah, because it would put RSI and all indicators way into oversold, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
then again, we had a lot of indicators that was overbought for like weeks, so it can be oversold for weeks, you know.
Oh, I
But when you
completely
look
agree.
historically, every time it went weekly, daily chart, and even weekly, every time it went under the 30 RSI, it didn't stay there for more than a week. Like it didn't stay there for more than a week ever. Like at least for this year.
So yeah, maybe we'll see like another week or two. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. Of course, you know, my descending triangle still stands. Whether or not Bitcoin will shoot itself in the face, that's something to be seen. Pizza, are you gonna go to bed or what? Or you still want to talk about more charts?
No man, I was about to go to bed and I started streaming. I was like,
Oh.
let's see what he has to say.
All right. I guess we could be done, right? There's not really much to say about altcoins because it's just way too risky to do anything. You know.
Did you hear about Decred?
What about Decred?
They did an atomic swap.
What's
with Litecoin, Bitcoin?
All right, so that's what caused the pump.
Yeah. Plus, you're getting Lightning Network.
Wow, Lightning Network. Wow. Okay, so it went up like 17%. That's pretty good. Decred's pretty good. But you know that's one of those things where like you gotta keep up like with the news and get lucky.
Yeah, I told everyone to buy in at 68. Now it's at 86.
Oh, wow, that's pretty damn good, dude.
So everyone was making memes about me. Guess who's laughing now? So that's all I gotta say.
All right, man. Hey, man, you're like the shitcoin god. Like you.
I told you guys, if you just hold for 3 weeks, you can make. I mean, it's not like huge gains, but it is pretty nice.
Oh, dude, that's like 30% gains. Like that's most people. That's more than most people get.
Yeah, 30.
30-ish, 20%. You know, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I told that guy. There was some guy in here with a shit ton of money who wanted to make like some long-term trades.
Yeah.
I wonder if he bought any.
Oh man, I really hope he did, because that's even that one girl on Twitter, I mean on TradingView, said it was gonna go up. Although her chart looks kind of like ass, but
Is that why it pumped?
I have no idea, but she called it as well, but you called it at a better price.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you called that at a better price. Yeah, you said 68. She called it around like 7.6. Like literally like a minute before like the pump happened, like 4 hours before the pump.
I also called Zcoin, and then Crypto Yoda called that.
Oh yeah.
Posted like the same chart I did.
Yeah, I've always been shilling Zcoin, Zcash, mostly because Agatha. You probably don't know him like personally, but
yeah, Zcoin though. I mean, I'm not talking about Zcash. I'm talking about the Zcoin.
Oh, Zcoin? You mean Zen?
No, it's called Zcoin.
Zcoin. What the fuck is?
Yeah, it's sort of like it's like Zcash, but it's not Zcash.
Okay,
It's like very close to Zcash.
Yeah, piece of what?
By the way, do you guys trade only on crypto, or have you thought about trying to trade other markets, Rollins?
Like Forex?
Yeah, whatever, something like that.
Well, what? Yeah, one day. Yeah, I mean,
I think you should. I think you should.
Why?
Because when you have a chart pair, right? That chart pair is not, affected by other chart pairs. So if you're looking at a coin, for example, right now, if you're looking at Ethereum and you make a chart, oh, it's going to go up, and then Bitcoin shits itself and drags everything down, so you won't have to watch one thing dictate the movement of everything else, you know. Also, they're way more obedient to patterns and charting because everybody uses them, not like crypto.
You mean like one broker? Ever heard of one broker?
Yeah, one broker or simple FX, or you know, there's a lot of brokers. Everybody has different pairs and shit, you know.
Just in case you guys don't know, I'm gonna show my one broker referral link in the bottom right there. If you want to trade
Oh,
with
do you get
Bitcoin,
anything?
I have no idea. I personally don't use it yet. I don't have enough Bitcoins to justify using one broker. But the referral link is down below if you want to trade with Bitcoin in traditional markets. That's kind of legit. So, and you can copy other traders. So if you lose money, you can blame them.
Oh, I saw this trader that made like 2,500 return on a month.
Apparently, like, you know who Wolf of Polonix is? Pizza?
Oh yeah, the guy. Yeah, I saw
Apparently,
his
like,
show.
someone on 4chan found out about his like one broker account, and he made like negative 500%.
Oh, it's fucked. But I always had the sentiment that people on Twitter that talk too much and give too many charts and shit, like that's all they do. They don't even do trades. They just earn what people give them, you know.
Oh yeah. They
It
just
doesn't
sit
bother
back.
me. Yeah.
I totally get it.
I mean, why would you risk your money, you know, if you were not comfortable in your chart, when you can just give it to other people, they can trade on it, and if they lose money, you can be like, well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, you know, but you are winning constantly, right?
Yeah. So
Like
yeah,
you have zero risk.
people just like to get spoon fed a lot. You know, it's just sad. Like they don't bother trying to learn. But you know what? That's probably why we're here. Like we don't give calls. We just talk about
Yeah.
like the chart. By the way, this is not financial advice, guys. This is just if you lose money in our charts, I'm sorry, that's on you. But I am trading
Yeah.
Ethereum, so that's the only thing that I have.
And BitShares is gonna pop off.
Oh yeah, the hard fork, right?
What?
What is BitShares like the hard fork, right? On BitShares.
It's just cheap as fuck. Okay, so it had nearly a 90% retracement, which is like, to me, seems really good because Lomo Coin did that. Lomo Coin went to 1/10 of its value from the top, and then it just exploded. Oh, BitShares basically has done the same thing. Its top was like 170 something. Now it's at like 2,000. So if it goes to 1,700, I would definitely buy. It actually did. It hit that.
I have like 20K BitShares just because of that shit.
Yeah, like it hit 17. Actually, hit exactly 1/10 of its all time, and that's so oversold. And right now it's at 20, which is still good. So
long term hold, guys.
I think it's gonna go 30. Like it should hit 3,000, like 50% you can make. It should hit that soon. You know, and you can margin trade it on Poloniex and other places.
Also, check EOS also.
And there's a lot of.
EOS.
I don't know about EOS, but BitShares, there's a lot of talk about it because right now they're like doing something with the International Monetary Fund or something, where they're actually a currency in a country already. BitShares is,
Yeah,
and it's also
weird because it's a decentralized exchange, it's not exactly a currency. So
yeah, but it's being used in like a really small like Polynesian country.
Oh yeah, by the way, pizza, like why EOS? Like GIMP hates this coin.
I don't care what GIMP hates or anybody hates, but look at it long term. Also, look at the market cap of the coin. It's only has like 200 million market cap, but their ICO raised over 500 million. So even on their market cap, it's way oversold.
Oh yeah.
But isn't the ICO for that ongoing?
Precisely.
I just don't like that, but same guy who made that made BitShares, so
and Steam. And
yeah, BitShares has a future, I think.
Oh, it's decentralized exchange. Yeah,
Oh,
long
for
term.
real.
Yeah.
It's like rebranding like the exchange part. It's like rebranding the exchange, so maybe it'll get more people to it. But it's got interesting things. If you look it up, read about it, it's interesting.
Yeah. What I like about it is it's just a decentralized exchange. You know, like when Polo goes down or like Bittrex eventually goes down, like any of these centralized exchanges go down. Usually people will turn to like decentralized exchanges like BitShares. So maybe it does have a future. Just right now, I just want the cheap price to go down a little bit lower. But yeah,
Yeah, and it can actually be used as a currency too, which is weird.
which is
Like apparently
I have no idea
apparently
how
the
that works.
coin is really good by itself.
I guess it is.
Yeah, it has its own fucking exchange, BitShares.
Yeah.
It's the decentralized exchange. And there's also Rudex. Have you heard of Rudex, the Russian decentralized exchange?
Russian.
Yeah, and that's really good because okay, if they ban, trading with fiat like they did in China, which I don't think they're gonna do, but decentralized exchanges they help you, you can just buy a coin that is backed by something, right? Like BitUSD or BitCNY or whatever, and anybody can create that shit and guarantee that it's gonna be one for one, not like fucking USDT. Because if you put your money in, it's stored in a fucking smart contract. So if you create a coin that's one for one, it's always going to be one for one because you cannot dictate the price once it's set because you already put your funds into the smart contract, right? It's like code. You don't have to trust anybody. Meanwhile, USDT, the tether, like sometimes it's more than $1, sometimes it's less. It's like totally all over the place. It's not trustworthy. That's why I think BitShares has a future, like really, really, really good future.
I gotta check it out myself, like the website and how the exchange works.
But like it's not just an exchange. I think they're trying to make like it separate where BitShares is like a currency, and then there's an exchange for it too. I think that's what they're trying
Is
to do right
there
now.
actually any volume
It's
to that
nice.
exchange or what?
I have no idea, but the
Yeah, there's
BitShares
a lot of
coin
volume.
itself is like 13th in volume out of any coin. It gets so much volume, and it just keeps going down for some reason.
Because people
Like
are,
usually things with volume go
hoarding
up.
that. They're hoarding that, man, before. People that know the news and know what the fuck is going on, they're like,
Because it
I'm
sounds
gonna get a shit
like the
like
name
this.
sounds like a currency. If you say BitShares, it sounds like you're owning a share, something. It sounds like doesn't sound like an exchange as much. It just sounds like currency to me. But I just think it's a good buy. I mean, you can look back before it pumped like a couple months ago. Like it was at this exact level. It's like a perfect
Wow.
retracement.
Oh yeah, when it gained like $1 billion.
Yeah, it's like a perfect retracement to that support level. It's such an obvious buy, and you guys, I mean, it's so obvious to buy here. Eventually, someone's gonna shill it, and it's gonna go up.
Just don't margin trade, guys. Especially that coin. That's it's probably gonna be a long time before it actually does anything. To be honest. Yeah. What the hell is?
Did you guys hear about that Re coin?
Oh my god, you're gonna show that coin?
No, I'm not buying anymore. It's a piece of shit. The coin market cap page said it was $3,000 market cap. It's actually over $1 million. I was like, the only reason I wanted to buy it because it was like $3,000 market cap. It's like crazy, but if it's a shit coin and it's $1 million already, I don't want to buy it. Like it wasn't worth it at that level.
Recoin? This is
Yeah.
like on fucking Cryptopia. That's on Litecoin.
They just released a white paper that
Coins-
said they're going to release their own exchange and call it Reefer.
Oh my god.
Okay, ICOs like
It's
this
so-
and coins like this is the reason why ICOs are banned in China.
Like I would love to buy a coin at 3,000 market cap. I would buy basically any coin, any. it was 3,000 market cap. But this is not. Now that I've seen what it's actually worth, it's just not worth it. That's the only reason people are buying it.
Yeah, but yeah, Pizza's right. This is probably the reason why like ICOs are banned in China.
Yep.
So,
Like it's insane. The amount of people that get scammed and lose money on this shit, it's truly insane. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? I actually had some luck in some coins that I bought, like 2 sat and 1 sat, because I was like, what's it gonna do? It's gonna fall to 0 sats, you know? And I just let it, and like 4 weeks later, that shit goes to 30 sat or some shit, you know? And you just dump to another person, and it never reaches that high ever again. Like, how is that not a fucking scam, right? Because the coin is useless, literally useless. It has a fucking white paper that has a lot of fucking errors and shit, like has nothing going on. It's just a fucking coin, you know? Copy pasta, whatever.
I don't know. I just feel like all these ICOs, like, there is obviously an ICO bubble. So,
Oh, for sure, but
But
like,
the people don't. Most people don't actually lose that full amount. They'll just like sell when it goes 10 down 10%, and someone else will buy, and then that person will sell after it goes down 10. It's like a bunch of people
doesn't,
lose
yeah, I mean,
10%.
yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't really matter how much somebody loses, but it matters that very little people win. Very little people win. And they do it on false promises, because that coin is gonna stay that price forever, you know. Even in 10 years, it's not gonna go above that shit, you know what I mean? Because the devs just gave up on it, right? Like, it's not even being developed, like the code is not even being
it's actually
updated.
kind of like Augur, AUG or REP or whatever. I heard like once they reach that much, like so much money, like they just got lazy and just stopped development. Like, they know like if they release a product or like send a development update, like their coin is just gonna dump.
Oh yeah, that's the sentiment that I got from a lot of these ICOs and shit. Also, there were like really retarded ICOs. Like, do you really need 100 million to develop something that somebody does it from the garage? Like, do you really need 100 million?
Oh yeah, that's what Toby Bays was talking about earlier.
No.
Yeah, he just shat all over ICOs, and I was like, damn, dude, one man army, damn, dude. Does
Oh
not
yeah, I
care.
listen to that shit, but I agree with him.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
okay,
I
some
completely agree.
ICOs and shit, of course. Like, people that are hiring like 30, 40 devs and shit, you know, you need fundraising, like venture capitalists. But like, the ICOs exceeded venture capitalists by like, I don't know, 10 times or some shit.
They do. It's like you get
And
all your money
that's
like
insane.
all in the Series A. It's insane, like upfront. So like for like years, like these nerds who've been living on like
Series
ramen
A?
noodles suddenly get Lambo money because of their scam ICO. So they don't even do anything anymore because they could just, I don't know, just live off life for a while. It's like millions of dollars. Shit.
Do you guys want to put a margin long on BitShares on Poloniex? Would that be a good idea? I mean, I don't know. I would wait until Bitcoin dumps more before I did that.
I mean, if
know.
you check the ratio, you might as well just do it now.
Sorry, what?
I just
If you're trading the ratio, right, I don't think it's gonna dump way more, you know, because look at the support, it's like a flat support.
Yeah.
For BitShares.
what do you say?
BitShares has a flat support, you know, so I don't see it going below, even if Bitcoin goes to 2K or some shit, you know.
Yeah,
It's already shit to bet.
I don't think you could go below like say 15.
But whether or not, I mean, you probably have to do our own research, see what news might can happen, because I'm not sure. You probably get like a 5% gain, to be honest. If you trade on Polo right now on margin, if you're gonna do a quick trade, but maybe like long term, yeah, definitely. If you want to hold it for like a week, hold that margin for a week, probably make some money, dude.
I wonder what the rates are on Poloniex.
I found some brokers where you can 500 times on crypto.
Jesus, dude, is that even like legit exchanges?
Yeah, you can 500 times Ripple USD.
Jesus.
So BitShares is like fifth on volume right now on
Yeah,
Poloniex.
has like $1 billion into it. That guy's living life, man. Right on. You guys want to end the stream here so Pizza can get some sleep?
Oh, I forgot you were still streaming.
Yeah, I guess I could just end it here. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
It's been an hour already. That's usually my time limit for these streams. Thanks for watching. You can use my referral links down below if you want to start with buying Bitcoin or you want to trade using traditional markets down below. We do have a donation link for QR code here for our Discord. If you want to get in, you probably just want to PM me if you want an invite. Currently, right now, it's kind of closed, but we'll open it soon. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah,
And,
good night. Man.
stay profitable, stay cryptic, and bye-bye.